How do you get your first sale on Etsy? Let's talk about that. Hey, I'm Pam Duthie, and we are right in the middle of a series on how to make 1,000 sales on Etsy. And obviously, in a step to getting 1,000 sales, we need to make one sale, that very first sale. And this can be something that disheartens some people and can seem really tricky. So let's figure out ways how we can get that very first sale. So if you haven't made that very first sale, then you have no reviews in your shop. You have no sales on your shop, so people can doubt you and don't want to buy it and don't want to buy an item off of you. But there are still ways to get around that and to get your very first sale. Obviously, it's super important to always be working on improving your photographs and improving your SEO, finding good search terms, getting down into a good niche of focusing on what you want to sell. But let's just talk about different ways so you can get that very first sale. Firstly, there are groups and forums on Etsy or on Facebook or all sorts of places where there are people who are actively asking. They enjoy shopping on Etsy and they want to support a new seller. So you can post yourself on there and mention that this is your brand new shop, and if you're selling something that they like the look of, they might purchase from you. And also, whatever it is that you ideally make, chances are you've decided to move forward into making a business out of this because in the past family and friends have either appreciated these as gifts or they've purchased from you in the past. So you can make use of your family and friends for the first sale at least, and if they were looking to purchase off of you, say on Facebook or personally, you can ask them if they'll help you out by taking that purchase on Etsy. Now I know this seems like a bad thing and that this means that you're going to have to pay extra for the privilege of selling on Etsy for something that you were already selling anyway, but this just gives you a little bit of help. You can direct them to the correct listing so that this listing has a better click-through rate, it has a better sale velocity, it sells more items. Your shop now suddenly has some sales in it to show up, so also Etsy can get some more data on you and can help promote you a little bit more in search ranking even. So if a personal friend or family asks to buy something, direct them to a listing. You can give them a discount or anything you want, but this could just help you. And one thing that's super important is make sure you're available to answer all the messages you get from potential customers. If you are having people coming in and looking at your items and messaging you, make sure you've set up Etsy on your phone or your computer, you get alerts, message people, be friendly with them but professional, and listen to what they're saying. Sometimes a potential customer asking for a slight change in something can give you an idea for a whole different range. One of my most popular items is my Splat Cat black bookmark. Now, I had the idea in my head for making a dog bookmark in black and white, but I also asked customers, I also made a listing for custom of anything they wanted, and a customer asked for pure black, and when I made that, I added that listing, I added that photograph in my custom listing, and people have loved it. So it's amazing the ideas that a potential customer, that someone that's messaging you can give you. So pay attention to what they're saying and think about making different items based on the questions you're getting asked. And as a brand new seller, basically you've just opened your shop and you want that first listing, one of the most important thing you can do is to start promoting yourself. Now, I've said in many videos in the past, you don't want to be spamming your friends, but this is the one occasion where you can. Whatever social media you're active in, this works. You can set up a business page or group for your business, but I'm going to focus in mentioning Facebook because that's the one that I know the best of. So first thing you want to do is create a page or a group for your business. Now, there's pros and cons for each of these things. A page is fantastic for promoting yourself. A page is a good thing for you putting forward your work. But at the same time, if you're just promoting yourself, there's no benefit really for other people to follow you unless you make it really interesting. You've got to be more than just, hello, I've put up a new listing, love this, go and see this, because that's all about you. That's you saying, this is what I want you to do. Whereas if you make it more interesting for people, add a story, link link to other people, share other things, share fun memes, share things that other people are going to like, advertise items in your shop a bit, and also include your story, how you're making things. Make it interesting, make there be a point for people to follow your business page. And for a Facebook group, that's fantastic in that you can build a community, other people can talk to you, but also it's more work. If you're not wanting other people to spam your group with their own things, then you might have to moderate it a bit more strongly. You're going to have, as other people can post their own threads on your group, you're going to have to check out what everyone's saying, answer questions, and it's a lot more work, but you're building a community, which can be pretty awesome too. And the other thing to do with your personal Facebook page, now, we don't want to spam your friends all the time with your business. That's just not going to be interesting to them. If they've been your friends for ages, then that's not why they chose to be friends. Haven't most of us got someone like a Juice Plus seller on their friends list? And basically every single thing is about them trying to sell their thing, their life according to Juice Plus, and I think most of us either defriend or block that person. It's annoying. So you want to keep your page nice and personal, talking to your friends, but for this first sale, when you've just started out, this is the time to promote yourself, to tell your friends in a few posts on Facebook or whatever your social media is. Mention how you're going to start your own business. Make this an exciting thing so people can back you. You're saying you're planning to start your own business. You're going to open your own Etsy shop. You're going to be selling this kind of thing. Add up a few pictures, maybe a couple of links over a few days, but then after that include a link to your page or group and say you don't want to spam your friends. If anyone is interested in supporting you, could they like your group? Don't totally spam your friends. And also with your Facebook page, make sure at least 2/3 of what you're posting is fun, interesting stuff that's not about trying to sell stuff to people. It's about your personal life. It's about your dogs. It's about pictures. It's about what you've just eaten. Whatever it is you normally share on Facebook. And at the most have 1/3 of your posts possibly talking about setting up your company. And where you can, make it interesting. The thing is, if you just spam people with, I've got a new listing, like this listing, I've got a new listing, like this listing, what is going to happen is, on any social media platform, the less people interact with what you're putting up, the less people like it, the less people comment on it, the next time the less post will be seen by your followers, your friends. So you need to have things that are interesting that people are going to interact with, and then just throw in a few silly things. But what you're wanting to be doing is pushing people onto your group. You're wanting to get your friends onto your group or onto your page, the ones that want to. Don't spam them, don't push them, just a few posts. Like I say, I'm about to start my own business. This is very exciting. Here is my new shop that I've just opened on Etsy. Here is some photographs of stuff that I'm making. Here is my page. Go and like it. So 3 or 4 listings to encourage your friends, to let them know what you're doing, but don't spam them. Your personal page, make it personal. And finally, you really want to make sure that you've filled in your shop properly. We know from Etsy's The Ultimate Guide to SEO, if we don't have any reviews or anything like that, that's not going to negatively hit us, but also it's not going to positively help in our search engine optimization. However, if we have all our policies and about section and everything filled in, then that does give us a little improvement, a little boost in rankings. And also having a new listing gives us a little boost in rankings. So, okay, we might not be able to rank for some really competitive search terms, but we still have a chance of ranking for some other terms if we make sure that everything about our shop is good just now, as good as it can be. And then once the sales start coming in, then that'll help even more. But I hope that gets you your first sale on Etsy, and don't forget, come back for more tips, tricks and info, especially on our journey to getting 1,000 sales. Thank you so much.